UTOPIA podcast. The party made it to the end of the tunnel under Mel's house, finding a group of satyrs, saying that one of them was the long-lost old god Medusa. After conversations, a fight ensued. The party knocked out Medusa, killing the remainder of the satyrs in the space, and now are trying to leave this basement. That is where we find the party.
You have an unconscious satyr woman and a bunch of loots. What would you all like to do?
Rock.
Get an alibi.
Oh no! Well, I think we have a pretty clear alibi, and that this is a druid. And right now, they're looking for druids who are responsible for the princess going mad.
And this might seem to be sort of a mad druid?
Are you saying that we
Exactly.
just pin everything on these people even though we don't know what they were doing or why they were here?
No, I'm saying this person might be responsible for what's going on.
It doesn't seem very heroic though to start pinning things on people without the full story.
Can I go upstairs just a little bit and like listen to what's if there's anything going on upstairs?
Yeah, I mean, Scylla's already there. There's no voices. You just hear like movement around.
Is it like a building? It's not just open street. I have no idea.
It seems like a building.
Also, so long as we take her out within 10 minutes, we can put her in the bag of holding.
That sounds dangerous. What if she gets lost in there?
Couldn't we also just sort of leave the lid open on it? Wouldn't that help?
How does this thing work? Just stick my hand in it?
I'm pretty sure it's like... You know, I'm no magician. I have no idea how it works.
I am. I can figure it out.
If that's how it works, Morgus, go ahead. No.
I think there's a ruling to be made here by the arbiter of said rules.
Like, I don't want to
Put her in a bag of holding.
Yeah, I know we can put her in a bag of holding, but like I think in the description it does say people in the bag of holding can't breathe in it, and if it's longer than 10 minutes they'll die.
If you leave the flap open, then air can get in. That might just be like a headcanon or a theory or something I read somewhere though.
That's the hamster cage of holding.
Good to know.
It's the hamster cage of holding.
Okay.
It is the 10-minute rule for this bag of holding, for this magic world.
Scylla's gonna whisper down, how's it coming on that transport issue down there, friends?
What's so wrong?
We can shove her in the bag for like...
She went
What about all the
unconscious
corpses
and we
down
got
here?
her
It doesn't
out
help
of
our alibi.
Maybe they...
No, that does help our alibi because druids, princess.
Also, I can put the corpses in the bag. Like, corpses don't need to breathe.
Let's not do that.
Listen, corpses don't need to breathe.
Around with you?
Nope.
I mean, I'll dump it in like a ravine or something.
The more we think about it, the more impossible scenarios we'll come up with. Let's just get out of here and be truthful. We were attacked and we attacked back in self-defense.
Yes, that one.
We didn't kill them all. We took the main perpetrator of this cult. And with any luck, she'll be able to wake up from whatever stupor she's in and give some sort of insight onto what happened
I
here.
mean, knowing the church, I doubt they would really care.
don't disagree with that, actually.
What's the decision? Are you heading out the door?
Should we mail or send a letter to the court telling them what we found?
We still
Well,
never
we've gotta
even
get out of this
cleared the
basement first.
basement. You said those individuals were cursed, right? They're just gonna come back? We haven't even done our first job. What's this gonna do for our ratings?
The first job locked us in, so as far as I'm concerned, fuck the first job.
Yeah.
We didn't even get back.
Wait a minute. This first job might not be all that tied up. Weren't the folks whose basement they own the house above, weren't they sort of creepy? They locked us in the basement.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think these were two totally separate things going on. You know what? I think they were genuine about not understanding, about not knowing that there was a goddamn hole. I think the turtles might just be weird and creepy, and I think we might need to research that. I think we should.
If those curse spells just keep coming back, and they had all that what was it? Weird fish
Okay.
butchering station.
This is my suggestion. I think we should drop her off, like either at the court or at the guards, and then we should go back to the turtles and get grass, or investigate them, or whatever.
We better hope on the other side of this door is an unrelated haberdashery in Flarinsia that had no idea this was going on in their basement, or we're going to have some explaining to do on the other side of this door.
Yeah, I'll talk to them. Fine.
Well, we could always go back the way we came and use Livy's spell to open the other door.
Shatter is a great spell.
I'm sorry, did you say shatter?
We've been through
Yeah.
this.
To open a door?
Yeah.
Oh, we have? I've had
okay.
a lot of memories, and they're getting a little bit jumbled. So
Well, yes, it's fine. Shatters
also
everything.
Above
it's
table
not
question.
fine. That's not the right spell for that.
When we came through this door, was there more of the basement to go through and this was just a door and extra to the downstairs? Or was this like the door at the end of the downstairs and there's nothing left there?
So when you entered the bounty house, the doorway that you found in the wall revealed by magic was the only other way out, other than the door that was locked that you came through. And you came down a single file line tunnel that led you directly here and had no other pathways.
Okay, cool.
So this is the end. This isn't like a pit stop on the way underground.
This is the end. So we've
It's a pit stop on the way to jail.
Up or back?
let's go up. If anyone's gonna stand in our way, then that's their mistake.
I think Morgus is going to raise his eyebrows. Can I do a gut check or a vibe check on Godfrey?
Sure. Yeah.
Same rules.
Okay.
Insight versus deception
Well-
or persuasion.
Insight is 21.
Yeah, I think that definitely beats what I mean, you know that Godfrey has this penchant to get really pissed when people cross him.
Okay.
Like almost to a fault.
Okay. So this isn't necessarily a recent thing, but
Yeah. This is something.
would this be something that would be exacerbated by recent changes?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Morgus just kind of raises his eyebrows and kind of looks over Godfrey a little bit. And that's all.
Who's carrying the druid? Up over Godfrey's
Godfrey will
shoulder.
carry it.
You're doing anything with the bodies?
I opened the bag. Where? Eh?
Livy, no.
But it's so useful and compact.
Who knows? They might not be dead. We could,
It's a fucking cut in half.
one good stab.
There's every
Nice, Zach.
possibility that those bodies could become evidence if we have to submit to an investigation of some sort. We should just leave them where they're at.
Or
Give
creatures.
him a good old wake up slap.
Scylla heads towards we're not going back, right? Is that we're going up?
Yep.
Scylla is going to very slowly, very carefully crack the door and see if I can peer out and gauge what we're looking at on the other side.
Yeah, you from this place you see a front door about 10 feet across the way, and some small windows, and a somewhat dirty floor in front of you. As you look to the left and the right, seems like this is one of those homes where it's like the front door, a stairwell up and a stairwell down with a door like right there, and open rooms to the left and the right of this where the stairwells are within the space. You don't see any people. You see people walking by in front of the windows outside, but you don't see anyone in the home.
Okay. I think we're good if we move fast and we move quiet. I don't recognize this place. And she gestures to move forward and cracks the door open and starts to head out.
Yeah, everyone give me a stealth
Maybe-
check if you're trying to be stealthy.
Maybe put the body in the bag before we hit the general street.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I thought we did that.
Open the bag.
Group stealth?
Group stealth.
Still, let's see how bad I fail.
9 for Morgus.
That is an 8.
9 for Godfrey.
15.
It was almost a 15, but it's an 8.
It wasn't.
Wow. I just need Scylla's number, but I think you all failed.
15?
You're the only one who rolled above a 10.
I can't carry the team here.
No, you're
I mean-
the expert hide and seek person.
I
We
ha-
need to
I
learn
really
from you.
need to train
I
you guys
have a
on hide and
plus
seek.
6. I
You gotta
just
get better.
rolled bad. Like, I don't,
What was
I
Scylla's
don't know what to
stealth
tell you.
check at disadvantage?
12.
Okay.
At disadvantage.
All right. You all very loudly open this door. It kind of sticks, like it hasn't been used in a while. You have to push it open with like a barge. And then because you've made this loud noise, the group as a whole just runs out the other door, which opens inward, while the downstairs door opens outward. And there's like that cacophony of like where the doors are like meeting, and there's not really enough space for you to squeeze in between them. So you have to let everyone out first and then close the basement door before you can go out the front door. And like 4 or 5 people on the street outside just like stop and look at you all. And whoever makes it outside first, you look up and you see that you're outside of an inn in the Thieves District. About 5-minute walk from the castle.
The heck?
There are people looking at
Yeah,
us.
just like, what the fuck?
What are you looking at?
Ugh. They like jump back
What's the matter?
from your
Someone's gonna
mat,
run
jump
from
back
the,
from your
like,
your
Thief
mat,
District?
turn and walk like away from you all. Where are you
Alright,
going?
I think that was effective.
Spend about 2 minutes. You have 8 minutes left until that druid suffocates in your bag of holding.
I think in 10 minutes we should get to a safe place where we can re-oxygen the druid. But also we should probably find our way to the authorities to turn them in. That's my opinion.
I mean, we could take him to the castle if we want to take him to the authorities. It's right over there.
Oh, did you look
And
at
they're
that?
looking for the druids. But I think if we want more information from them, you should try to get them back to the court.
I don't know how I feel about just turning this poor woman over to the authorities after we knock her out.
Yeah,
I don't know how to feel about them suffocating in that bag. So where's our halfway safe place?
I do actually rather like the idea of taking this person to Weaver.
Yeah,
And
you should do that.
Another minute.
Linus might
goes
actually
by.
have.
Okay, yeah. First we should go into an alley to talk about this. Livy goes into an alley so she doesn't suffocate and die.
So give me a stealth check as you go to the alley to try to pull a full-size satyr out of a bag of holding so that they can breathe and then place them back in the bag of holding without anyone noticing.
I would like to help by standing in front of the alley and mean mugging anyone who comes anywhere
Okay, you
near.
can roll with advantage.
Cool. Oh, that was an 8. That's an 18 now.
Livy succeeds in giving this druid some air. You all have 10 more minutes. You'll have, if you're going to Weaver's, which Godfrey cannot accompany you all to, you will need to make at least 3 more pit stops on your way.
Psst, hey, come here. No, I'm not here to tell you anything new about dice. You know, they're weirdly collectible, they're totally necessary, they're crucial aspects of gameplay that you just never seem to have enough of. But I do want to tell you about our new partnership that all of you could benefit from. Look, Ogopogo Gaming is a 100% women owner, queer owner, dice and gaming company out of Philly, and they've offered to give all Utopia viewers 10% off online orders. Just visit ogopogogaming.com. That's OGOPOGO gaming.com and use promo code UTOPIA, that's UTOPIA at checkout. You'll get 10% off your dice and you'll be supporting us. It's so cool. It's awesome. Now go get some dice and roll them. Oh, hell yeah, it's a 19. Let's go.
It's fully night at this point, which might be a little disorienting as you've moved out of the inn. It's about midday when you went to Mel's. It is now fully dark.
That's my bedtime.
All right.
Morgus, you have the first turn in the initiative. How are you directing the party? What would you like to do?
Do I know where I am in the city? Like I can look around and recognize like what district
Yes,
or street I'm on.
Absolutely.
Okay,
You can see the
I
castle
think,
in the distance up on the hill as well.
cool. I want to start navigating us in the direction of probably in the direction of the Bookish Brow.
Okay.
But I want to stick very close to side streets and alleyways where we can very quickly, as a group, duck.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to be paying attention to as I say, this way or that way. I want to navigate us.
Yeah. You can easily do so as the party navigates. You keep people close to the shadows through the thickets of the alleys. You bump past some maybe undesirable folks along the way, but you're able to do so as you move the party a little bit closer to the Bookish Brow. That's to Ziba.
What's the energy right now? Like, do people seem focused or frantic?
Around
In the
you?
party?
Mask.
Yes.
Scylla's pretty
Godfrey's a mask, got it.
steadfast, but like walking with purpose.
Like a mom that's rushing to get her kids through the supermarket before it closes.
Yeah, something like that. Somewhere like in between that and like on your way to a parent-teacher conference.
Or like power walking through a place you've never been to and you don't want anyone to stop you or talk to
That one.
Okay, got it. Godfrey, I can't read Godfrey. Morgus, like, do you seem like stressed
No,
navigating this, like anxiety, like,
no.
oh, we have to get there by this time?
Morgus does not seem stressed. Morgus is responding to the situation with this is what's happening right now, and I know where I'm going, so we're going to go this way.
Are you very no nonsense then? Like, we're doing this, you're going this way, you're not looking at the knickknacks, like, we need to go do this thing, we're not stop. No, I know what I'm doing, we're going here.
Morgus is being directive and keeping us moving at a casual but hurried pace. So yes, he is being directive.
Okay, Livy, what's the vibe?
The vibe, the vibe is I have an unconscious cultist in my bag that's suffocating to death. Yes, is that a vibe?
In a pocket.
In my pocket.
Pocket dimension.
In my pocket.
So do you seem stressed out? Like, what's happening?
Like he's disassociating a little bit. You keep on seeing that he looks...
Okay, like, are you a little absent-minded a little bit right now? Because you're, like, so worried about
This
it?
has a point. Okay.
It does.
You
It
do
does
see
have
that
a
he keeps
point.
on looking to, like, the gate of the village, but, like, is also looking forward.
All right. Based on all of that, I'm going to make the assumption that we have something extremely valuable. I don't know what exactly you found on these people's persons. But I'm going to assume we found something super valuable and no one's told me anything yet. So I'm going to act like this is an escort mission and that we don't want anyone following us. And so I'm just going to follow Morgus's directives and keep a very close eye out for anyone who may be glancing
Great.
at us.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Nothing was explained to me, so I'm like, what am I supposed to assume is going on here? It's a
Okay.
10. Very average.
You catch just a glimpse of like a small child running across one of the streets as you cross with Morgus leading the party. And you hear the child yell, "Come on, Dad! We haven't checked over here!" And you swear the voice is familiar, but you keep moving forward, unable to place it. As we go to Livy.
Well, no. I wouldn't know it anyway, but that couldn't be them. Livy says very quickly, should we, leave the city with our less eyes and go around?
I'm just trying to get us in the direction we're supposed to go. I don't plan on going back to the court.
Where are
I
we
know the way
delivering the
there.
merchandise?
Sorry, what about merchandise?
Where are we the packing? You know, where are we delivering it? Okay, got a vault.
It's up
Where
to
are we going?
Scylla. I'm assuming you want to go back to the court, so let's go that way for now.
Okay. Yeah, Livy, for now, is going to, I guess, follow Morgus, and he's also going to be like looking for alleys that seem safe-ish. So like when he needs to let this person out for air, he can let this person out for air.
Cool. Scylla.
Scylla's not saying shit this whole time. She's staying very tight-lipped, very closed-mouthed. As we're walking, though, and I'm staying back towards like one of the, let's say like right back of the party, trying to kind of keep eyes to the front of us, kind of to the back of us, to the side. And I'm just going to wave my hand very, as unintrusively as I can. And I'm casting Divine Sense.
Yeah. Nothing.
Great.
Well, that's not shocking.
One undead, right?
Well, yeah. A familiar tingle of undead from your friend with the mask.
What about Livy?
No, what about?
All right.
No?
You're still half alive.
Huh. Yeah, I'm half alive. Am I like?
But I'm getting the sense that I feel is familiar, and so
Yes.
that's not setting me. That's
Mm-mm. No alarm bells.
How long has he been like that? I guess I wouldn't know, but I'm getting curious.
it still
Right.
keeps walking with purpose.
I'm going to make a Constitution saving throw for the woman you have unconscious in the back. She stays unconscious. As we go to
Fantastic.
What's she doing, Adam?
Godfrey's a little taken aback that night has fallen, and he's staying in line with everyone, probably near the front since most people are near the back, kind of checking the way with Morgus as well. But he can't help but feel the presence of the night just kind of above him and around him, and he's a bit paranoid about what that might mean.
Yeah. Cool. As everyone follows Morgus towards the Bookish Brow, you cut through tallish cottage alleyways, some multi-story buildings, mostly stone, on the cobblestones of the streets of Flarinsia. As you head around carts and crates, and some people come out of the backs of restaurants and things, splashing pots of water, but they pay you no mind as you continue to go forward. As we head back to Morgus, we'll say you've made it two more rounds of initiative have happened as you've made it a little bit further down the trail through the alley as you're getting closer to the Bookish Brow and the main street that leads to the castle and to the temple square.
Okay. I think Morgus is now, like, I've been taking us in the direction of the Bookish Brow because I know that that's, like, drawing a line from where I'm at to the court. That's the direction I want to go. But I want to start thinking more about, like, now that I'm getting closer, routes that will take us toward the cart district, but avoid guards, the castle, I want to stay away from authorities, right? So we might have to do a little roundabout at some point. I'm going to be starting to think about that.
Yeah.
But
you would know that inevitably you have to cross this main road. There's no way around that wouldn't take you an exorbitant amount of time unless you cross this road.
I think Morgus's mind is, okay, I have to cross the main road. When we get to the main road, we're just going to walk along it for a bit as though we're going somewhere and then just bleed off of it. Like on-ramp, on-raff.
Yep.
On-ramp, off-ramp situation. That one.
Words are hard today. It's fine.
Words are very difficult today. It's been a very long day.
Beautiful. Are you watching for guards in any sort of way? You're just following the path, one foot in front of the other.
I will say that I'm definitely of a mind to avoid the guard quarters by the castle, right? And if we see guards, I don't want Morgus to be actively avoidant. I just want us to all stay nonchalant.
Cool.
So, but I want to get away from them as soon as possible. So yes, I'm looking out for guards, but I'm not going to be like, oh, guard, run.
Yeah, give me a perception check, just for funsies.
Okay, can do.
Guards aren't hard to spot in their bright pink uniforms, but...
Love that.
Love it for them.
Ooh, 14 plus 2 for a 16.
Yeah, you clock where they are, just kind of standing, hanging out on the street as you all make it to the corner there before you're getting ready to cross. No one seems alarmed. It's just a peaceful, quiet night.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Ziba.
Have we stopped yet?
Nope. It's been about 5 minutes.
Are we there yet?
How long can you?
10 minutes.
Okay.
I think Ziba's literally just gonna whisper, "Are we there yet?" We're going.
half of us are going to be to the carousel court, the other half are going back home.
So that's where we're securing the goods. Okay, got it. Like, puts her hand on her bolt of her sword. She's ready.
Livy, like, looks at her like, what? But does not question it.
I think Morgus kind of glances back. Ziba, hand down around the guards.
Oh. Are they gonna steal it?
No, we just don't want their attention.
Oh, all right. Confused, but sees you're very strict about it, so it's not gonna question it too much. Use the tone.
Awesome. All right, Livy.
It's only been 5 minutes, I know, but also I don't want to, like, we're just about to go to the main, it looks like, is there any, let me see, are there any alleys near us?
You're about to enter the main road, and it's pretty much exactly like Daniel described for Morgus. You're going to have to go on and then cut over to the right on another alley to continue your way towards the court.
Okay, so I'm going to be looking at that alley. Like, is there anyone does it look like there's anyone in that alley?
Can't see from this distance.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I guess I'm just gonna, like, Is there anyone around us now?
There are people milling about on the street,
Sure.
crossing you as Morgus kind of like is prepping everyone to cross the street.
Okay.
There are different people milling in and out. Same. It's an evening. This is as you're getting closer, you've moved from the Thieves' Thicket into another district closer to the castle where there are finer homes, and some of the parliamentary court live in this area. It's nicer. You don't really have to worry about like.
I'm just gonna get ready
Crime or
to
anything.
be as nonchalant, but also as quick as I can.
Yeah, great. All right, Scylla.
I guess the only thing I'm really concerned about is if anybody is following us or if anybody's noticed that we are being particularly shifty.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
18.
Yeah. You don't hear or see anyone being particularly shifty, but you also at this point hear a childlike voice say, I saw her, she went this way.
Do I recognize that voice?
No.
Can I tell which direction it's coming from?
Behind you. Back east.
I turn and I take a couple of steps back away from the party.
Mm-hmm. You want to do an investigation check?
I would. I'd like to do that. 15.
You don't see anything.
Scylla sort of looks left, looks right, shakes her head a little bit and rejoins the party, falls back in a step.
Great. Another save for Medusa.
Thoughts and feelings right now.
Stays unconscious as we go to Godfrey.
Godfrey will suggest that, maybe we should take a deep breath before we go on to this next bit.
Livy looks at you like,
What? What's happening?
well, most of us should take a deep breath. Some of us don't.
Scylla doesn't
What's going on?
kick your shin, but she definitely nudges your ankle a little bit.
Are we jumping off roofs or something again? Let's...
Godfrey, where do you think we should have this breather?
I guess mechanics question. Do we just open the bag and like reach in and then the air goes in, or do we have to like
You have to like pull her
just
out a
pull
little
out
bit.
the front
yeah.
of the torso
You have
and
to
then
at
put
least
it back
pull out
down?
the breathing part of her face.
The breathing.
Is there a place nearby where I think we would be pretty concealed, or do I think I could conceal
You could
us?
walk
in
back a
way
little bit
where
and
we're at?
like squeeze between some buildings that are pretty tightly close together.
We just passed by a good breathing spot.
Is that alleyway a good breathing spot?
Yeah, back behind
That's-
you.
Oh,
You could take just like 15 feet back behind you and step into an alley to give her a breath if you want. It's a little early, a little before the 10 minutes, but it'd buy you some more time on the next leg.
How do we have an accurate knowledge of time, though? Do we have watches?
Shh. Shh. Shh.
Wait, does Morgan have a watch?
You've got him, Morgus.
Morgus is just clicking
He's
his.
able to just tell by how
You
much
just-
the moon has moved
Yeah, I
in the
know
last.
about
There was a guy at my university town like that. You could ask him the question any time of day, and he'd tell you what time it was.
what is
Wow.
His name was
I was pretty
Gordon.
good at doing that for a while too.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Famous
Alrighty.
in Bournemouth.
I guess we do know.
There's anybody who always knows what time it is. It's Morgus.
I believe that. That makes just sense. Morgan always knows exactly how much time has passed.
All right, so are you stepping into alley to give this humanoid a breather?
Yeah.
I think Morgus just go.
All right.
Go.
Livy, you step into the alley, the rest of the party making kind of a human wall as you pull her head out, see she's still unconscious. You hear like a gasp of air. and
Are you
put her back
checking
in.
if it's still in there? What are we doing?
Scylla,
All right.
we're bringing a person in for questioning.
Did you mean Ziba?
Ziba. Scylla.
Are we? What are we worried about, though? Aren't we supposed to question people who try to attack and hurt us, right? The bad guys, right?
We can decompress afterwards.
Yeah.
All
Why do we
right.
have to? Why do we have to
Until
pull
it's
her out of the
done,
bag? Is we done?
You taking your breather?
Yep,
Done.
we're done with a breather. Just
All right, time to go sightseeing.
Mr. Morgus. I need the whole party to give me a performance check as you walk down this road trying to act normal.
I don't know what normal is right now. No one's explaining anything.
despite the fact that yep, that's about accurate. Despite
I'm
the,
doing a pretty dang good job of not knowing what's going on. I got an 18.
despite the fact that I'm a bard,
Okay.
I've never
6.
done well
Oh,
on a performance
okay.
check.
I'm trying to be an escort right now, though.
How many-
No one's explained anything. No.
That would have been great. I should just use this dice. Never mind. I'm just gonna use this dice from now on.
That would have been great. Oh no.
All right. In a city where there isn't a lot of crime, these guards aren't really that vigilant. You just had to be a party average of a 10, and I think you've just done it. So you go
Yeah, that's great.
unnoticed as you head down the path. At this point, though, coming down the adjacent alley parallel to you, but farther south from the castle, you see 2 adult half-orcs and 2 small children.
Oh no.
I knew
One of
it.
the children pulls on the pant leg of the adult male half-orc and says, "Right there!" and points directly at Ziba. As we go to Morgus.
Do I recognize that voice now?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Does Morgus have any idea what's happening?
You see
with
and
that?
hear this. If you think Morgus is smart enough to put one and one together, I would agree with
Oh,
you.
yes.
I think so too.
Oh, yes. I think Morgus is just going to look at Ziba really quickly. And in that moment, I want to, like, what is the look on your face? What do I get from Ziba right now?
Shock and a healthy dose of like anxious fear.
Oh.
So do I get that this is a no for Ziba?
You get the she's either gonna freeze or bolt vibe.
Yeah, okay. Are there street lamps around here?
Oh yeah. It's a well-lit
Are
street.
they flaming street
Yeah.
lamps or
Magically
are
imbued,
they-
flaming, floating street lamps.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh, it's only a 5-foot cube. Never mind.
That would have been dope.
They're not quite
Yeah.
out of the alley between the two walls that are kind of holding them into the alley.
We aren't or
They
they
aren't.
Okay. Can I try to...
Mm-hmm. Yes, I tried to lead you like a horse to the water.
Are there enough people around for me to step behind and gain some visual cover while I try to subtly cast a
Yeah.
spell? And or party
Yeah,
members?
absolutely. Party, and there's like
I
a
think-
cart, there's some crates, there are people wandering through. Yeah.
Yeah, I think as all of that happens, Morgus is going to grab Ziba, pull Ziba with himself, like behind Scylla, as somebody walks by, and I'm just gonna say, "Keep
I'm
going,
gonna
don't
hate
stop."
to say this, but Ziba
Yeah?
will contest that.
Oh.
That's okay. That's perfectly
'Cause
fine.
She's in shock, so she is not responding. She's like frozen in place. You're gonna have to like forcibly move her
Yeah.
to get
give
her,
me,
to register. You want anything from her right now?
give me your athletics
Yeah,
checks
that makes
Mhm.
sense.
Yep.
Athletics? Oh, this
from
will be
both
fun.
of you.
16.
I didn't roll a 1, but the result is a 1.
pull.
So it's a 2 minus 1
And it's
for
like
a 1.
a giant rock just frozen.
Yeah, I think Morgus like goes to grab, but then his hand just comes off because she's like, he doesn't expect her to be so immobile, and his hand comes off of her and immediately goes down into, pulls out the orb, and as I move around, I'm just gonna go click, click, click in the sequence that I just remembered, and I'm gonna cast Wall of Force
Yeah.
in front of the alley.
Yep.
As subtly as I can.
There's just this subtle tinkling noise as your magic projects across and blocks this alleyway.
And we're all in the alleyway.
Nope,
And-
your family is on the other side of the wall
So
in
All
the
right.
alleyway.
for flavor, with Morgus's Wall of Force, when someone tries to walk into it, they are stopped and then immediately like rewinded.
Hmm.
It just
Yeah,
so that's how they cannot get past it.
great.
And Morgus is just going to, I can't get past. Let's go.
Right, you're taking the rest of your movement down the continued path.
Yep.
All right. That's to Ziba. Morgus has tried to get your attention. This wall of shimmering gold and blue flecked flame, similar to the glitter bomb sparkles, is now in front of your family, between you and them, and the rest of he is moving to continue the mission that you're on.
I'm gonna try and run.
Which
Try.
way?
If anyone wants to try and stop me, they can.
Which direction?
Opposite direction. Not in the direction. Don't want to compromise party, but not in the direction of my family.
If you do that and it starts looking like you're going to bolt the opposite direction and turn heel and call attention to us, it just falls into perfectly what
This is why I
Scylla's
said try. I was hoping someone would stop me.
Yeah, no, because this falls. Thank you for setting this up. Scylla's very gently just going to come up behind you and like not. I'm not going to hurt you, but in like a pressure point, kind of. I'm just very gently going to apply a little bit of force if you try and bolt, and try and like hold you there.
Yeah, that kind of makes you go like.
Well, not. I'm not trying to like. I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to like keep you in place and like semaphore like. Don't move.
All right, I'm breathing very heavily now, but I feel the threat, so I am going to do whatever Liz tells me. But I will say this: I visibly look like I'm freaking out.
Great. Scylla, I think you get the idea that Ziba's going to listen to whatever you have to say whenever you tell her what to do, as we go to Livy.
Can they see us?
Morgus has run down the path. Oh yeah, it's the same exact spell as the fog door you entered to get to the cultists.
So they can. Are we obscured?
This is gonna look like a kidnapping.
You're obscured to them, so it's sort of like looking through water or fog. So they haven't. The only person that's like 100% caught that it's Ziba is the younger person, well, the child pulling on the pants. So you would get the idea, Livy, that she hasn't yet been 100% found out, and if you get away now, you might be able to come back and think about this later.
Okay. I go to Ziba, and I very gently place my hand on her shoulder the best I can, and I say, "It's okay. We're going to talk about this later, okay?" As I cast heroism on her.
Oh, you feel this jolt of bravery jump through your body, Ziba.
And
cleared mind.
And myself, because I only have a second level spell slot.
And Zoe.
We're here to save the day by giving Ziba some pep work.
Livy, I imagine you follow
Pep talk.
Morgus then, kind of hoping Ziba follows the way, correct?
Yes, I was gonna do minor, but if like they've seen us, then like no amount of like minor illusion. If they haven't, if the little kid has like really seen us, then I don't want them to know it was. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah, great. You move onward up towards Morgus as we go to Scylla.
So still with my hand kind of on the back of Ziba's neck, I'm just going to lean in slightly closer and go, "Kid, I know you want to bolt the other direction, but we got to take care of this first, and then we'll handle whatever the fuck this is. We got to go this way." And I'm going to nod, and I'm going to start walking off in the other direction, but kind of in the same turn. I'm expecting that like she'll kind of walk with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to step towards Morgus.
You've already made it clear that Zippo follows whatever you tell her to do, as you both head in the direction of Morgus, away from the family and the wall of force. Cool. Godfrey.
I think Godfrey's thrown off now that Ziba reacted in panic instead of like recognition. So he's just going to continue.
There was
on with
definitely
everyone else.
recognition there. That's why the panic set in.
Yeah, that's what's throwing him off. So he's just gonna move with everyone
right.
else.
Well, go ahead.
If we've ducked down another alley, is there a way for me to like throw an obstruction?
Yeah.
Just kind of like
Easy
this
enough to
way.
do. You don't have to make a check. There's a few barrels. You kind of position them through to block the alleyway. And again, we'll skip some initiative rounds as we say 5 more minutes has passed as you make it to the entrance of the Honorina Gardens, which is both filled with people walking under the moonlight of the full moon last night, still not full tonight, but bright in the sky. and the plants and the bushes. It's a good place to hide and duck around, and you might even find a place to just huddle and have a conversation if you'd like. What would you like to do, Morgus?
I think I'm going to continue navigating us through like the shadier walking paths. I said shadier
Yeah.
walking paths.
I got that.
That came out a little wrong, but
I got what you said by accident.
okay, good. Whoa. And I think for a moment, like as we get further and further into the gardens, Morgus is going to be he's gonna like look over his shoulder halfway and be like, Levy. And then I'm essentially going to tell you that Godfrey and I are going to break off at the end of the gardens. We're going to head back to the docks and back to the houseboat.
All right. We'll go,
I assure you know the best way. Go, you've lived in the city a long time.
yes. Yeah, I know how to get there very quick. I know how to get
Right.
home.
If something happens, oh gosh. Do you have a way to give a signal or something up into the sky?
Let's see.
Underway.
I have.
We would hear
No, you
that.
wouldn't.
Shatter just became like the Windex of D&D. Like, it can open locks. It can heal wounds. It can...
can make a door in stone.
Well, I mean, I can make that one no longer relevant.
One of those things.
Is it the heal? Is it the heal?
No.
Should we try it?
You know, in some ways, it acts as a nice sort of substitute for Zone of Truth.
Oh my god.
You know, some.
Charm person. Say no more.
I think every single spell has been based
Shatter their
on
hearts.
shatter.
We gotta stop
We
committing
never-
war crimes on this show.
I have prestidigitation, and I also have minor illusion, so I can just shoot something up in the air. Ew.
Okay.
Um,
You know there are flares at the court
Morgus.
too.
And I know there are flares at the court.
You also know
Probably.
that Linus is there and he knows the message spell.
Cool. Okay.
There's still a couple of Avanash's potions that haven't been drank
You
yet. Huh?
motherfucker.
All right.
So yeah, Morgus will just, anything happens on the way, signal. Anything happens to us, I'll signal as well.
I'll do a blue sand dial for a signal. I'll shoot that up in the air.
All right, I'll just shoot a firebolt up in the air if something really bad goes down.
I mean, if you
You
want to
know,
be unoriginal,
I-
like that's fine. It's just I wanted to make this like personal, like something you would like. But I guess that's fine.
I think he likes fire.
No, I think that's wonderful.
For you,
I could do like a little blue handkerchief if you'd like.
that's fine. I guess you don't have to force it.
I
It's
think
fine.
we've got to keep.
We do. We gotta keep going.
The bag for air.
Yeah, no,
Take a deep breath,
You're right.
maybe before we go through the garden.
Yeah, that's Kaziba. You're at about the 7-minute mark in terms of air.
We should probably go and make sure this crazy lady can breathe.
Oh.
Are there any like dark, mysterious places that we can like gather around Livy so that he can like pull this woman up by her hair and make sure she breathes?
You certainly could, but it's Ziba's turn right now.
Dip.
I'm freaking out.
Now you got heroism, you're fine, baby.
We've had like 7 minutes now, and you're right. Let me give me a little bit of a pep talk.
Mm-hmm.
Pep talk. Pep talk. I don't know what.
Words are hard today.
Pep talk.
Words are hard today.
Oh no, never mind. It'll only last up to 1 minute.
Well, it was good. It took the edge off for the first minute, and then, I had 6 minutes to really think about it. And so I'm still freaking out, but I'm more concerned of just, like, getting recognized again or being someone people away. So I'm more just sketchy about being seen. I don't know how to play that cool.
Give me a perception check as you like whip your head around and whirl your body around, looking at every single possible person that could walk by at any distance.
Well, that was terrible. 9.
No one is actively noticing you, but you think people are.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go up to like Livy, give me your cloak. Give me your cloak.
Okay. He does.
I'm just gonna huddle up like a hood.
Livy like offers his hand.
For what?
Like if you want to take it.
That's gonna prevent me from running.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna not that I don't value support, Livy, but I think what's actually more likely of what Ziba's gonna take as your support is she's just going to clutch your cloak that you've given her as like close as possible. And that is the comfort that Ziba's gonna get from Livy.
Ziba, you hear a meow, meow.
What?
In the pocket.
You left it in the cloak?
Livy takes his little cat back. His little sorry, little guy.
All
He
right.
affectionately rubs.
That's to Livy. You all are continuing to follow Morgus into the park. You know it's about that 7-minute mark. How would you like to breathe?
I want to look
birth
at
the baby, so to speak.
Hate that. Don't like that at all.
Words have failed me.
I'm sorry.
I was trying to find something funny to say, and like I just think we should sit on this for a little bit. Oh.
The bag of
Yeah.
holding being the baby in that scenario.
God. And the
We
woman
should do
being
that.
burp? Is the woman the personification of burp?
Sure.
I guess. But yeah, I look for either a dark alley or for anything really that we can use to hide behind, or like that people could like anything. Oh, God, can we get out of the way?
Yeah. You all are kind of crunching along a lesser followed path that's just dirt and small pebbles from the just general landscape of the earth in this area. And you know that just ahead of you, about 10 feet into the right, there's like a little alcove with really tall, very pristinely taken care of square hedges that kind of form into a bench space. And you walk closer to that and you see that no one's in there, and you go ahead and head in there, and whomever would like to guard the entrance in a nonchalant way can do so to provide you the cover to burp the baby.
I think Scylla, so that I'm not. Yes, Scylla. I think Scylla would be best so that Dee Dee doesn't have to seem.
I am not nonchalant. When have I ever been nonchalant?
Also, just in case, like, we don't want anyone to see her right now.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
15 plus. This is the real reason I didn't want to use real dice, is because I'm bad at math. 18.
All right, you're able to move your hand out of the way just in time as you feel a nose press into your fingers and a mouth try to bite your hand as you reach in to pull this person out.
Well, that was going to happen sometime. All right, you You can breathe. Good. Take a deep breath, and now, and he shoves her back.
She manages to throw like a dead snake skin out. You see it just like fly up out of the bag and fall into the ground at your feet.
How? You don't have access to your hands. How are you able to do this? You know what? Never mind. Let's just go. I'm gonna pick the best route.
Actually, retcon that. I forgot you tied her up.
No, but that's funnier. It's much funnier that like we thought her snakes were all gone. We thought we tied her up, and we did, and yet somehow she's still able to throw snakes at us. Is very funny.
Awesome. Livy has done his due diligence with the so-called Medusa Satyr woman. That is it. Thank you so much for listening. Episode 60. Holy moly. I say that a lot recently, but it's continually baffling to me that y'all continue to support this fun story that we're telling. Big thank you to everyone who listens and has listened so far. Thank you to our patrons. Thank you to those who like and subscribe, purchase from our store. All of y'all, we appreciate you all so much. Intro and outro by Nolan Clock. Everything else by myself and the cast. Have a great day.